midnight, your Uber driver here, and I passed out. So the problem was when I got home, I was gonna drink some coffee, but the coffee machine was out, and I wasn't trying to work without, getting some coffee, and it was too early for like going to Starbucks or whatever. With that being said, I just passed out after I had breakfast, and now we're getting back on the road. But we're actually headed to a reservation ride, so we're gonna pick them up. That's a great question. I don't even remember. For $23.48. So this will put us right over $100. So we're not in a terrible spot, but not in the position where we wanted to be. I mean, we definitely wanted to complete um, the hours that we want to work today. But since it's Friday and people are going out, I think we'll have a little bit of a midnight drive tonight, a midnight drive. So with that being said, we'll be driving this later this evening after have dinner and then take a quick nap. Then we'll head on the road and complete whatever hours we have left. Once we complete this ride, I will look at the hours that we have left to drive. That way we can get an understanding of how many hours we can work this evening. But tomorrow's Saturday, so I'll try to push some rides out and do a midnight drive as well on Saturday. So we definitely want to do our 12 hours, and then we definitely want to get our hours of sleep in. But Sunday is the toughest. Sunday, it's only busy in the morning, so we definitely want to execute as much as we can in the morning, and then take care of business as far as driving 12 hours. So, like I said, right now we're about 15 minutes from our reservation ride, which will put us right above $100. And with that being said, welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you have any questions about how I make $2,000 a week driving for Uber and Lyft, definitely leave a comment in the chat below or in the feed if you're watching live. With that being said, let's get into it.
What? But I already told you how to fly. All you really need now is a little bit of private practice.
I want to learn more about this. Or is my presence a burden on you?
No, of course not. I just didn't think.
Good. It's settled.
Yeah, see ya. Oh, Patel?
Yes?
I was thinking about your hair. It might be better short.
So you mean you like your hair on Girls Go On?
I've never really thought about it. I just meant that if you get it cut, it won't get in your eyes when you're fighting. And plus, your opponent's going to get me from you. And also,
why don't you just stay out of my hair and leave me alone, you big jerk? What was she all upset about?
I don't. Perhaps you should rest some. 150 times gravity is a man's training level. You're clearly still a child.
Goathead called me last night. He said he's going to be in the tournament. Now I want to.
So, what are you going to do about it?
Guess I'll go super.
Did I miss something? When was it that the transformation to the legendary warrior of the Saiyan race was reduced to a child's plaything? Come here, son. Can the youngest Isle of Kakarot. You want to play like that? Fine, let's deal. If you can land a punch in my face, then I'll take it to the park for an hour.
Wow, you mean it?
We are audio and video recording this ride for your safety.
Let's just see what you can do.
Here comes. You didn't say you'd hit back, Dad.
I didn't say I wouldn't hit you now, did I, Trunks?
No, but
Dry your tears. We're going to the park now. But before you go, you must tell me who is stronger, you or Kakarot's boy.
I'm a little bit stronger than him because Goten's a year younger than I am, and he hasn't learned to fly yet.
Only a pity. Well, we'll have to do something about that. So, is this the kind of training you wanted, Goten? Just the two of us?
Yeah.
Yes. Our time's up.
Hey, go on. Who's the new girl?
It's time to continue my lessons.
Oh, I give up. This girl business is so complicated. As fighters across the globe struggle to train, it looks like Gohan has some different kind of lessons to learn. But he better do it fast, because the World Martial Arts Tournament is drawing near. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. We've got to stand up strong, make the truth about themselves, understand what is wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I am Jesse Lee Peterson. Good morning. Hi, y'all. Welcome to the show. Welcome. It's a cold, chilly morning in LA. I feel like it's chilly all around the world. What the?
What the?
You can get involved by calling 888-77-53773.
What the?
888-77 Jesse. 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 My biblical question and it's doozy for this week. My biblical question. Do you understand yourself? Do you understand yourself? Do you? Do you? Do you? Do you? Do you understand yourself? It's a doozy.
And we have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on JesseLeePeterson.com/show. JesseLeePeterson.com/show. And you can podcast the show, but if you're busy, it's morning in some places, evening in others, late night in others, and early mornings again in other places. So you're busy and you think, well, I can't just sit and watch it on my podcast, but I wish I could listen to it live. You can by calling the listen line on Talk Screen Live. And on your iPhone, iPad 605-615-4131. 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to Buy Me a Coffee. BuyMeACoffee.com/JLP Talk. BuyMeACoffee.com/JLP Talk or Bond JLP Catch Up. Bond JLP Catch Up. All right? Amazing. So it is Friday. It is Get It Off Your Chest Friday. It is whatever is on your mind. Express yourself Friday.
You like a mother. You need to go and get your stuff bleached because everything you say about black people, you sitting up there looking like a tar baby.
It might sound like a semantic argument, but he's a great alien.
I want to even smoking pot.
Vice President will not be there tonight.
I'm sorry.
So what? I think, Kieran, I think that's really watching just the entire world.
It is okay to feel sad and disappointed. Now women are going to have to just refuse to participate. Stop having second that. Divorce your husband. I am going to be promoting the bereavement. Folks are feeling and experiencing a range of emotions right now. I get it. I worry about my children's future, especially my daughter, who now has less rights than I have.
I'm gonna do it whether the women like it or not. I'm gonna protect them.
I'm worried about mass deportation and internment camps.
That we see happening in America today to the fact that Donald Trump became the next president, re-election, and amazing way, right? But I was thinking that for 4 years, the liberal Democratic Party, along with the liberal media and others, they had a hootenanny of a time not doing anything for America. Zero. Literally everything they did was to destroy America and take control of the people, the American people. And they just went haywire with that fake power that they thought they had. Because human power is fake power. But they had, I mean,
We are audio
I
and
was trying to
video recording this
reflect
ride.
and say, was there anything, one thing good that they did for America? I could not come up with one. They divided the races. They hated on men. They did everything they could to destroy men, especially white men. And by the way, happy white history. But everything they could to destroy men, July just feels right. And they refused for 1 minute to shut down the border and stop. And they were, in some cases, taking over apartment buildings and all that. They did nothing to stop that. And then the violent crime of letting the inmates out of prisons and the social programs they started. And they want to take away your gas stove and your gas cars. And if you reflect, and I remember they were giving all this money to Ukraine, and the American people were saying, "We need help. We need the money. Shut down the borders. Do something." They ignored it. They didn't care. They totally ignored. They were insane with the control that they had over the American people for 40 years. Started out on day one when they decided not to drill, and when they decided they were not going to close the borders. Food prices went up. They didn't care. Smash and grab. I remember that radical group that's worse than the KKK, Black Lives Matter, destroyed statues and monuments and burned down buildings and attacked everybody. And the people just didn't care. Their so-called leadership didn't care. They just didn't care. For 4 years, they literally said to American people, they gave you the finger. It was mind-blowing to see it. And they thought that the American people didn't care, didn't pay attention, even though the American people cried for help. Taxes through the roof. And now they're upset that you were paying attention because they came back with this empty shell and she was telling us, all is fine. I love you. All that's getting up, we're going to make it better. Whatever she was saying. And they thought that the American people were going to fall for that. It is mind-blowing to see that. And now that they're lost, they can't handle it. It's like in a marriage, when the man or the woman cannot control either one anymore. The woman can't control the man.
Did Edward order it for you?
They go crazy. They have a
Oh, that's okay.
and it's because they have lost control over you. Not because they love you, not because they tried to make it work, which you should never do anyway.
You just
But
that for me,
it's because they losing control. And that's what's happening with these people. I want to show you the women politicians' reaction to President elect.
It's up to you. I just
Elect Trump. This is.
Yeah, but I need to fold it.
It is Interesting.
You sure?
Watch this from X. News Nation journalist anchor Chris Cuomo shut down Maxine Waters, the Witch of the West. But you know, I can't remember her. Shut down Maxine Waters' attempt to blame racism for Camilla crushing defeat. Watch this from X.
Is the lesson that your party should have learned?
I just don't want to break it.
The Democratic Party worked very hard, and they raised, substantial sum of money. We had great candidates, and so Trump had a following, basically generally led by whites. White males voted in big numbers. He had a few from the other race groups that joined in, like the Latinos at 45%, and black men at about the same rate that they did when they voted for him before, at about 20%. That combination won. And so it is not that Democrats did not work hard, did not do a great job. We had an unusual situation where we had a black woman, which this country has never seen before. A combination of all of those things led to his win.
I will not push back on the idea that race and sex matter in American politics. I think they do. I don't know that it was the controlling variable.
Oswald, thank you.
Otherwise, to me, it seemed to be that the Democrats thought Trump stinks is enough. And Senator Bernie Sanders said something that reminded me of you, which is why I wanted you on the show tonight, Maxine, which is the Democratic Party used to be, we are all about doing for working people. That's what we do. That's what Mario Cuomo's party, that's what Maxine Waters' party was. You are now seen as not that, even by Bernie Sanders.
Nicer outside than what it is.
Please 60 degrees.
For your safety.
You want to be racism, sexism, and all that ism, right? It wasn't ism. Maxine Waters can't see beyond her insane mind.
I can't wait to drive.
He can't see beyond that.
I miss it.
And she doesn't want to. She is satisfied in her health. And white men, if she's right, and it seems as though she is, that white men stepped up to the plate. See what would happen if you stand up for your country and not be afraid of the name calling? And stand up for your country. You can save your country. If it wasn't for white men, there would be no America. So you can save your country. And Maxine Waters just proved it.
Are you from Wisconsin?
Yes.
Y'all stepped up to the plate. And white women stepped up too. White people say, you know what? No. No.
What kind of car is this?
A Prius.
Allow too much to happen in this country. DEI, meaning that blacks and so-called other people don't have to be qualified. But I think it's only the blacks that don't have to be qualified. The white people stood up for the country, and look what happened. And Maxine Waters cannot handle it. These people proved in 4 years the so-called liberal media and the Democratic Party, right or Republicans, they showed you they don't care about you. We
So
have
you
some
know
of
the
the
state of
social
Wisconsin
program
pretty good,
entitlements
huh?
in our country today.
I would say so, yes.
It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make sense. Here's another example from my ex. Trump's lawyer, Mike
it's comfortable cars.
Davis, issued dark warning to New York AG Latifah James. What's this?
Let me just say this: the big issue is the New York Attorney General. I dare you to try to continue against President Trump and his second term, because listen here, sweetheart, we're not messing around this time, and we will put your family in prison. conspiracy against rights.
How many miles do you put on a day?
Anywhere between 200 to 350.
Constitutional rights or any other Americans' constitutional rights. It's not going to happen.
Wow. He said you're fat A. Big Kish. You're fat A.
We are audio and video recording this ride for your safety.
Making America great again. I mean, just jumping on it. Man, I love the way that man dealt with the warning he sent out to Letitia James, the so-called Attorney General of New York. She's a nasty woman. A nasty, evil woman. The black men and the children are so weak and angry. They have mothers like this. Because immigrants and then you call women in power, and this is what you get. Because you listen, you suffer. Me too. Yeah, amazing. And another quick one is from that. I don't even know why anybody in New York voted for this woman. It's mind blowing. This so-called Representative Alexander Cortez responded to Trump winning the presidential election on Central X.
We are about to enter a political period that will have consequences for the rest of our lives. We cannot give up. We now find ourselves in a time in history that has precedent, and we find ourselves, I believe, in a time where there are, let's say, peers in history of mass movements of people that mobilize to protect one another in times of fascism and authoritarianism. And this is the era that we are poised to enter. Donald Trump has talked about turning the military on U.S. citizens that he deems his domestic political enemies. Authoritarians and people that he affiliates closely with and strongmen abroad in regimes like that, it is not uncommon to jail political dissidents or legislative opponents. This is the world that we very realistically may be entering.
So what she's telling you is what they tried to do to Trump and what they try to do to anyone that disagrees with them. They're really talking about themselves. They really are. They're talking about what they did to America the last 4 years. The last 4 years. And all of a sudden, it's all over. It's over. It's all over with the shouting. The fat lady has presented her song. Amazing. It's interesting to see how lost people of the world are. Lost. These people did just think about what they did to one man, Donald Trump. They even tried, they were trying to kill Donald Trump. That was an assassination attempt twice, but one they prevented from happening before it took off, but they tried to do everything they could to stop this man. And white men, any man really, Wait, imagine who it would be if you just stood up in your country and give a finger to the world and stand up for your country anyway. See, they can't stop you if you don't have the fear. Fear is your enemy. Fear controls you, and it's in you. Amazing. There's one guy who is hoping that his illegal mother-in-law doesn't get deported. In this video, they sarcastic. An upset man hopes that his mother-in-law, who entered the country illegally, doesn't get deported. Watch this from X.
Donald Trump, and I am very, very afraid that he may deport my mother-in-law. She entered illegally to the country, and she lives in Street 4, number 47 apartment. I am very, very concerned. That's right behind the green apartment. I have nothing but nothing to do. You guys is always open. You don't have any thoughts. That's Street 4.
So he's afraid that his mother-in-law may get deported, and he's telling him exactly where she lives, the apartment number, the gates are always open, and no dogs. Oh, God. That is too funny. I'm afraid she's going to get deported, and she lives on Street D, apartment F, right down the street. The gates are always open in the back, the green apartment building. Oh, I know you're making a joke, but that's what you see the Democrats doing right now. They're acting out. That is too funny. 888-7753. 773 888-77 Jesse. Jesse. Let me go to Massachusetts and talk to Patrick. Patrick, welcome to the show. You're on the air. Hey, Patrick.
Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning.
Good morning to everybody there. Joel, Paige, Michael. Or my brother. So now I want to talk about marriage. So I'm very young, 20 years old, right? I've been a beta male since I was born, man. My father was a beta male. My brother is a gay beta male, you know. So and I don't want that for me no more. You know. So here's the thing, man. When I was 19 years old, I was struggling a little bit, and I was living in a car, you know. I had no house or anything. And I was talking to this girl. And she didn't mind me having a bad time, you know, having no money or anything. And she was helping me out. You know, her mom had a room, and I used to take a shower from her house and everything. It was a bit of a thing, but it was a time, you know. And they helped me a lot during that time when I was 19. I was getting my money and everything. And so when I got a good job, I started doing better. I try to help them the same way they helped me. So I got a house for everybody. I rented an apartment. I put most money down, and I brought in my girl, her mom, and then her son. And you know, I didn't know you by then. And after that, I started listening to you. Started listening to your message. And everything you said, clicking. Everything you said, I was seeing that it was true. And I was living with this girl and her mom, and I was not married to her. So I went to my girl. I told her, you know, I want to do the right thing, and I'm not having sex with you until we get married. I told her that, and we worked for months without having no sex, and we got married. And you know, and I thought after that things were gonna get better. It did not get better. I'm still living in the same house with her mom and her son, and I don't want that for me anymore, you know. And I'm thinking about moving out. I already told her I don't want to be here no more. I want to move out. I want to go with me. You go. And my question for you is that they really helped me when I was needing help. And I try to do the same thing. I try to help them because they're illegal immigrants. You know, they came illegally to the country.
We are audio and video recording this ride for your
Here in
safety.
Massachusetts, it's like very easy to get documents. Because legally, you apply and it's like very easy. And even though it's very easy, they lie so much over there on the thing and they still reject the documents, you know. So they're not getting documents. Their mom is like getting abortion letter very soon. And my question for you is, man, like, should I keep with this girl? I'm married to her. She cooks, she cleans, she does her own things. She stays in the house. I work every day, come home, everything is clean, other food is cooked. And I want to know, man, should I get along in the house for us? They continue doing what I'm doing, taking care of her and live my life with her.
And so you said her mother and the mother's son are living with you guys?
Yes, the mother and her son.
And how old is the son?
The son of her mother is about 10 years old.
And if this house belongs to you and your wife?
We didn't buy the house, we were renting an apartment.
Right, but it belongs to you and your wife, right? You guys are renting.
Exactly, yeah, it's on my name. It's on my name. But
So why don't you put the mother-in-law and her son out?
That's what I'm telling you, because the same way they helped me, they let me take a shower over their house when I had no house. I was trying to help them out because they struggled. She had no man and she struggled.
Where's her house? Where's the place you were living when you were living with them?
She was living in a room. She was renting a room.
So why don't you? Hold on. Let me take a quick break. Hold on. All right.
All right. No problem.
Okay. 888-7753-773. Quick break. Back in a moment. So listen up. The Great White Hope is taking office. And a golden era is coming. Y'all know how the Great White Hope love gold. Have you seen this hotel? Up there in the building up there in not hotel, but building up there in New York. Gold everywhere. The Great White Hope love gold, right? When you have a chance to. You got a chance to start investing in you. So here's what I recommend. And check it out. Let me know how it goes, but check it out. Check out Gold Code and my special promo. My special promo, the qualified account receiver get an instant match right away. When I say instant, right away, once you qualify, you get instant match and bonus silver. All right. So I highly recommend you visit JesseLovesGold.com. JesseLovesGold.com or call 855-344-GOLD. That's 855-344-GOLD. Invest in you. And nothing like invested in you. If the Great White Hope love gold, why don't you? Can't go wrong. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Thank you. Amazing. Welcome back. 888-7753-773. The Hake Report coming up at 9 a.m. this morning. The Hake. If you're not seeing the Hake Report, you're missing it. From 9 to 11 a.m. Pacific time. The guy with there. And a brand new episode of the Father State today at 12 noon Pacific time. Interesting talk with Angela Stanton King. And she is an author, TV personality, and the founder of the nonprofit organization Angie's House. Watch this. Next time on stage, great white home party.
The racist partner, oh, poor little black woman like me. I had to realize that this man had the key. If I could just step out of my emotions for a moment, maybe God would touch his heart.
Do you have anger?
I'm not angry right now. You could make me angry though. These songs, what would Jesus do? He turn and cheat. Christians, that's over with. Like, we out here really slaying demons right now. I'm really just waiting on God to just hit the button and just blow this bitch up and just start all over again.
At 12 noon Pacific time. Check it out. Support the Father State. thefatherstate.tv/donate or on locals there. All right. And then at 4 p.m., the American Anchor Baby. The American Anchor Baby. Amazing. Last night we had our monthly men's forum. The monthly men's forum, right? The first Thursday of every month. I can't express how deep it was. There's one word that I can think of right away. Amazing. It was amazing. It really was. It was so amazing. I would have been like really like that thing. I closed my eyes for a moment, and the moment was gone. And I was like, what the? But it was all worth it. And those men that were there and all you guys out there, I want to encourage you to stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it. I don't care how many times you go into an unconscious state, come back to present. Just come back to present, being aware. And you're right on track. I don't care how many times it takes, because you're so used to living in your imagination. Just come back to present. And every human being, you can bank on this one. Every human being walking this earth have the same issue. Some situations are a little different than yours, whatever, but it's the same issue. And you don't know it because you don't see what's happening with you. If you get to know you, you're going to see what's happening with everybody, and it's going to be mind-blowing. So it was amazing last night, guys. Lady, yours is coming up the third Thursday night of this month. Get ready. Amazing. Let me go quickly back to Patrick in Massachusetts dealing with his marriage. So Patrick, at one point, your girlfriend and her mother allowed you to stay with them for a minute, right?
That's right.
And then you finally got a job, got yourself together, you got an apartment, you moved out to your place with your girlfriend, and you guys got married, and you brought along your mother-in-law and her son.
Yeah, it wasn't. I couldn't move first. It was struggling to they just got to the immigrants. We just got to America. They were kind of struggling. I got the place at the same. I moved in and they moved at the same time. I want to help them out.
And then why do you want them out of there now?
I don't want them out of there. I don't mind if they think certain things they don't.
So what is that? What are you asking me about? Asking me about?
Yeah. My question for you my question for you is that I'm very young.
We are audio and video recording this ride for your safety.
One thing, some people, if you told a guy, you are in no place of dating a woman and being the example for a woman. I realize that applies to me as well. You know, and I don't want to avoid your thoughts. That's why I want to hear from you because I'm not the man I'm supposed to be. You know, I have issues. Me, I suppose. You know, I'm not in a particular place to be my woman. And I was just asking if should I keep trying, should I keep going out of my house, do my things with her, my woman, get an apartment just for us, kick her up on my house, keep trying, see if it's gonna work, or should I be on my own place, do my own thing, and try to grow myself so I can be the light for in the future.
Does your wife obey you?
Yeah, they're working on the freeways.
And so she's doing everything she's supposed to be doing.
Donald Trump gave us like $7 million to spend on
And
the roads.
so it's not a problem with you and your
And
wife.
then they got a $700 million project going on downtown.
You're not overcome.
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, she's not a good woman. No woman is good. You know, she has anger sometimes, but for the most part, when she cleans, she cooks, she stays home. She don't, you know, what I tell her she does, she obeys. But she's very jealous, you know. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not perfect. Sometimes I'm just like all the women, you know.
And so, why can't you stay with her and work on yourself? You start working on yourself so you can overcome all these things. Why do you have to leave her in order to work on you?
And that's exactly what I'm struggling with because I am trying to work on myself, but it's not a career. I'm working every night. You know, I try to do the best that I work. I'm home late from work, but I just feel like I'm causing her some pain, you know, by not being the light. I want to be the light for her, and I'm with her right now, not doing the right thing. That's what I'm struggling with.
And does she know that?
Yes, she does. I tell her every day. She doesn't speak very good English. That's why she doesn't understand you. But I tell her every day, man, you gotta learn English because you gotta listen to kids. You gotta listen to his word.
But does she know that you're not doing the right thing?
She does know that I'm not doing the right thing.
How did she find out?
Going up all over.
She found out because I tell her every single day that I want to smoke, and she says every day as well that she doesn't want to smoke, but come tonight we smoke, you know. And some days ago, I was doing a work with my job, and I texted the person that I was in the car detailing, and the girl was kind of liked me, and I asked her for her name, and I didn't hit on her. I never cheated on my wife, never. I kind of saw, you know, she saw the messages, and I know I'm wrong about that, and she's kind of mad. She's not talking to me for some days, you know, and I understand. I'm the wrong one on this.
And how did she find out that you got this text from this woman? When you texted her?
She went on my phone. She went on my phone.
Why do you let her go on your phone? Why do you lock your phone or get a code where she can't go on?
Because, like I said, I wasn't big enough since the beginning. She always was on my phone, but by now I'm trying to get better every day, and I try to show her every day. Don't move my phone. Please go on my phone.
Well, can't you why do you have like a secret code where she can't go on your phone?
Yes, I can, but if I do that, you hide something from me, and because of this thing that passed, and some other things that passed too, you know, women don't get over it. Any stuff, they don't get over anything. So you just keep saying, oh, you hide, you cheat on me, and all that.
But why does that matter that she said it? Let her say what you want. And because you're working on yourself, let her say what she wants. And if she's gonna go on your phone, just lock it anyway and don't argue with her about it, but you lock it so she can't get in there.
All right. That's what I'm gonna do. You gotta do you, and no matter what she says.
Right. Don't argue with her.
Exactly.
Don't try to prove anything to her and let her act out. But I thought you said she obeyed you. If she obeyed you, why is she going into your phone?
Yeah, that I guess she doesn't obey.
Which building?
That was the question.
She goes in my
It's not
car.
this
At night, I come home. I'm.
That's the address.
Down further.
On my phone
Okay.
there. Sometimes I
Yeah,
go.
we're
I mess with
down
her phone.
further.
Which building?
Yeah, it's all by itself.
We don't.
What's the building called, ma'am?
Any secret.
Where are we going? Like what's the building name?
Ascension.
I'm not looking for anything. I'm for messages or anything. No, sometimes
And if you,
And why?
Yeah, Edward gave me the wrong address.
it's okay. It's okay. We can
I'm
still.
not, like I said, I'm not looking for messages or anything. I'm just on YouTube or something. Like what I was supposed to do on my phone. She's got my phone.
I see it. No worries.
But that's completely wrong. I understand that.
And do you have children with her?
No, I don't.
Don't make any children now. Make sure you don't.
I'm not. I really don't.
Could I say?
That's why I try to do the right thing before I involve children. I don't want to do that to my children. I want to do the right thing before I get into children.
Yeah, do not make any children. Here's what I recommend for you. So, like, you and your wife are not fighting and things like that, right?
We were.
Have a great day.
We're fighting.
Oh, you too. I hope it did good results.
We fought a lot. She used to get really angry and stuff like that. But the last fight we had, I told her, I'm never gonna fight with you again. I don't want to hear it. If you want to get mad, you can get mad. You can go out.
Yeah, take care.
Do whatever you want to do. But I don't
said take care.
and argue with you anymore.
Good.
And so after this text that she saw, she was screaming. She wasn't screaming. She was saying, "Why did you delete this message?" I said, "I didn't delete nothing. I don't want to argue with you. I'm going to sleep. I suggest you go to sleep as well." And we didn't discuss after it happened. Like we haven't talked.
All right, so just completed that reservation ride.
She.
18 years old.
Currently, we're at $88.30 on Uber and $13.22 on Lyft, which is a total of $101. Now we're headed to our next reservation ride. It came in as we were driving. We are about 25 minutes away for $15.
I went to another mom, and after everything you said, and that's exactly what my father did, my mom. I'm ready to take process, and I see this woman is not like my mom, she, I guess she said she doesn't obey, but she does her part, she tries, at least I can see that she tries, she wants to be better, just like me. We want to work on ourselves, we want to, go back to the father. She already forgave her father, she had a real hate for her father died, but I kept telling her, you gotta forgive your father, forget about that, he could help himself, and she did forgive her father, she did forgive we're trying to work on ourselves, and I don't want to leave her and do my thing.
Right.
And after I realized she was my woman, that's what I'm struggling with. Should I leave the house and leave her?
So many hours we were driving.
Whatever she's gonna survive, and I can whatever survive, or should I keep trying with her, and see if we're gonna work on ourselves and it's gonna work out. That's what I'm struggling with.
Okay, let me ask you one other question there to move on with this. So your mother-in-law and her son is not a problem for you either. And they're not interfering in your home life, right?
Yeah, they like what I do.
Oh, okay.
So I told her to listen to her mom.
Oh, yeah.
She doesn't listen to her mom.
So based on what you said, right? But don't make children, right? Don't make any children now. But I want to encourage you to stop trying to make the relationship work. You're not, it is abnormal to try to make a marriage work or any kind of relationship work. If it doesn't work naturally and on its own, it's not meant to be. So don't try to make it work, all right?
Yeah, that's perfect. And I heard you say that before. And when I don't, we go out sometimes on the
I'm going to say
weekends.
3 hours and 30 minutes. It's kind of hard to say
I don't
when
want
I started.
I don't want to be going out and trying to do whatever she wants.
Yes.
I showed her that I'm not doing that. She knows I'm not doing that.
Let's just do 9 hours.
So weekends, we go out. Days, we go out.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So stop
We'll
trying to
just say 9.
make you work. Do the silent press, stay with it, and work on you. Quietly work on you. And don't tell her everything you're thinking and doing. Just quietly work on yourself.
Just work on myself.
Yeah. Don't argue with her. I'm sorry?
Yeah, she's kind of mad. She doesn't want to talk to me. So don't try to talk to her. Go on her place and keep working on myself and trying to be better. That's what you're stressing.
100%. If she doesn't want to talk, she's acting mad and she doesn't want to talk, fine. Because she's always not talking because she's trying to manipulate you to get what she wants from you, to get control of you. And so don't try to make her talk. If she doesn't want to talk, fine. You still go to work, do your thing, and whatever you're supposed to be doing. And just quietly work on you. And if she does want to do the silent prayer, it's Spanish. We have it in Spanish, so she can listen to it in Spanish as well. Okay. And have her do that. But and you would see, it would work out, meaning that you would see the right thing to do, whether to stay or go. It'll work out on its own, or it won't work out. But you need to just work on you, all your ideas about right or wrong, what you should not do, and blah, blah, blah. Just work on you and see what happens.
Perfect, man. One thing that I want to get out of my head too, because I don't want to give nothing to the thought, but women, they don't forgive, they don't go over nothing. And
Right.
I've been, before I was in Facebook and I was looking at some woman on Facebook and she saw it and stuff like that. And I feel like if she ever gonna go over that, but like maybe like in 10 years, she's gonna come back to this and oh, you did that, you did this. She's not care about that. Just work on me and forget about that. If she want to get mad,
Absolutely. But don't take any thought about 10 years from now or tomorrow. You just deal with right now. And don't worry about what's gonna happen. Because what's gonna happen doesn't exist. All you have is right now. So don't get into your thought for 10 years. You're gonna bring this up. She's gonna do that. Don't worry about that. Don't even think about that at all.
myself, so, keep trying, just working on myself, get out the house, can't get out the house, and just keep working on me and see if it's gonna work out.
Yeah. And if she like, oh, I'm leaving you. You cheated on me, so I'm leaving you. Blah, blah, blah. And say, oh, okay, bye. Don't beg her to stay. Don't cry. Don't do anything. If you want to go, let her go. If you want to stay, let her stay.
Perfect. I was really about to leave, about to get on my own place, to get out the house. But I want to try to work on me and not put my eyes on her.
Right. And then never, ever, 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 ever tell any woman your weakness again. Don't tell her your weakness. Don't discuss it with her. Don't get her to smoke pot or anything. You work on you and let life happen on its own.
All right, Jesse, I'm going to try to suggest that and keep working on it.
And I would suggest that you put a code on your phone so she can't see inside your phone.
All right, if you want to get mad about that, you can get mad about it.
Yeah, that would be bad. Don't try to prove anything to her. You say you're not cheating, so don't cheat on her, but don't try to prove anything that you were cheated or not. And just quietly work on you to overcome the father's thing. And whatever will be, but you will be fine.
All right, Jesse. I appreciate you for everything you said, and I'll keep trying to keep going on it.
Yeah. I wish you well, and again, I suggest you block your phone so she cannot look at your phone, and don't be trying to look at her phone either.
Man, you know, man, that's all jealousy and control.
Right, 100%. That's evil.
Perfect, Jesse. I appreciate you taking my call. You have a blessed day.
You too. I wish you well, Patrick.
I appreciate it, Jesse.
All right. 888-7753-773. I gotta take a quick top of the hour news break. And when I come back, we're going straight to the phones and your super chat. Hank is coming in with the hate news, not the fake news, but the hate news. And I'll be back in a moment. Their advertisements right? Because so many conservatives are being set down, discriminated against, shadow banned, all that kind of stuff. So conservatives are starting to fight back. It is happening to us too. I'm just taking one day at a time. But you can go to jlptalk.com and find all the ways to support us. You can check out rebuildingdemand.com and support our nonprofit organization. You can call 800-411-BOND, 800-411-2663. And don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, share, and sign it. And also, we have the Father State.tv. Ring the bell.